Today we're taking a look at these NHL matches, which are happening on Saturday, November 13, 2021, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. Arizona Coyotes vs Nashville Predators. In their most recent game against Minnesota, the Coyotes fell behind early, giving up 2 first-period goals. Things got even worse in the second period as the Wild added on an additional 3 goals. Andrew Ladd and Shane Gostisbehere each contributed 1 goal apiece to round out the scoring for Arizona. Gostisbehere also added an assist, giving him the team lead in points. Our first betting adviac is to pick over. Nashville is 13th in the NHL in goals against, with an average of 2.71 per game. The Predators must improve on killing off penalties, as Nashville is 22nd in the NHL, with a success rate of 78.7% when shorthanded. Nashville's number 1 goalie Juuse Saros is 6'4" with a 2.28 goals against average and .925 save percentage. Nashville has allowed an average of only 2.25 goals per game over the last 4 games played, resulting in 3 wins and 1 loss in overtime. Our second betting advice is to pick over. San Jose Sharks vs Colorado Avalanche. The offense has struggled, but the defense has led the way to start the season, allowing only 2.62 goals per game. Mario Ferraro and Brent Burns have combined for 1.8 defensive point shares and 70 blocked shots, while Erik Karlsson and Jacob Middleton have combined for 1.2 defensive point shares and 12 blocked shots to give the Sharks 2 strong defensive pairings. In addition, James Reimer is having a great season as the starting goaltender with a .940 save percentage and a 1.82 goals against average on 200 shots. Our first betting advice is to pick Colorado Avalanche -1.5. JT Compher has led the Avs in goals this season with 6 including 2 on the power play. Compher centers the first line for the Avs and has both Gabriel Landeskog and Mikko Rantanen alongside him on the wings. Together, the line has produced 15 goals through 11 games. They will look to put the Sharks away early by peppering the goalie and lighting the lamp multiple times in the first period. The Sharks will need to rely on their road defense that has been near the tops of the league. They rank 8th in goals allowed and shots allowed. If they hope to steal a victory in Colorado, they will have to do so by limiting the Avs' shots and chances on net. This is an Avs team that does not generate many shots while at home, but the ones they do seem to have a knack for finding the back of the net. Our second betting advice is to pick under 6. Quick reminder, BetUS is a platform that offers betting on all major sport and horse racing leagues. It has slots, table games, blackjack, and a variety of other casino games. All of the major US leagues are available for betting, including the NFL, NBA, NHL, MLB, and PGA. In addition, BetUS allows wagers on esports, Olympic events, soccer, cricket, boxing, cycling, and many more competitions. Join BetUS now using our link down below and get 125% cashback bonus on your first deposit on the sportsbook after you open an account and deposit using our link and use our promo code HIGHSTAKES. Minnesota Wild vs Seattle Kraken. Cam Talbot has been the starting goalie this season and he has been doing pretty well for himself. Talbot got the nod in the net against the Vegas Golden Knights, and he allowed 3 goals on 35 shots in a losing effort to drop his record to .730 this season. He has allowed 29 goals on 306 shot attempts. The Wild have allowed 41 goals this season, which is 23rd in the league. They have been average against the power play this year, as they have killed 36 of 46 attempts, 78.26%. The defense has played well enough to keep them in games, so they should do just that here as well. Philip Grubauer has been the starting goalie for the Seattle Kraken this season and expected to be in the net here. So far this season, he is 4-6-1 while allowing 3.18 goals per game and an 88.2 save percentage. He finished his last game against the Anaheim Ducks by allowing 5 goals on 34 shots. The Kraken have allowed 51 goals this season, which is 31st in the league. The defense has been solid, even as it was shortened in power plays as they allowed 6 goals on 30 attempts, 80 kill percentage. Seattle has to improve defensively if they want to win games. Our first betting advice is to pick Minnesota Wild at -1.5. Seattle is 18th in goals per game at 2.86, and they are 14th in shooting percentage at 9.8%. The power play is dead last at 9.3%. Eber leads the Kraken with 8 goals and 11 points. Schwartz is the leader with 7 assists and has 10 points. Minnesota is 7th in goals per game at 3.31, and they are 19th in shooting percentage at 9.4%. The power play is also 19th at 18.6%. Kirill Kaprizov is the leading scorer on this team with 11 points. While his point total is one of the lowest among team leaders, Minnesota does have 7 players with at least 8 points. Our second betting advice is to pick over 5.5. Vancouver Canucks vs Vegas Golden Knights. Vancouver comes into their game versus Vegas looking to rebound from a tough loss to Colorado. Against the Avalanche, the team fell behind right away, dropping the first period 3-0. Things continue to go downhill with the Canucks entering the final period trailing 6-0. The lone bright spot was Nils Höglander's goal coming on an assist from JT Miller. Las Vegas improved last played against the Minnesota Wild, picking up a 3-2 win. Against the Wild, the Golden Knights jumped out of the gate to a 2-0 lead. After taking on an additional goal in the second period, the team did just enough to hold off Minnesota. Jonas Rondbjerg tallied 2 points, 1 goal and 1 assist. The team also picked up goals from Paul Cotter and Jonathan Marchessault. Our first betting advice is to pick Vegas Golden Knights at -1.5. Vegas is 20th in goals per game at 2.79, and they are 22nd in shooting percentage at 8.6%. The power play has been mediocre at 10.7%, 29th overall. Chandler Stevenson leads the Golden Knights with 13 points, and Marchessault is the team leader in goals with 7. Vancouver is averaging 2.50 goals per game, 26th overall, and they are also 26th in shooting percentage at 7.8%. The team is 21st on the power play at 16.7%. JT Miller is off to a great start for Vancouver with 6 goals and 16 points. The Canucks have 3 other players with at least 10 points. Vancouver is 19th in goals allowed per game at 3.00. The penalty killing unit has been terrible at 62.8%. Thatcher Demko will get the start, and he is looking to rebound after giving up 6 goals in his last start. Demko is 5.51 with a 2.99 GA and a .907 save percentage. Our second betting advice is to pick over 5.5.